When Nathaniel first inherited his grandfather's pocket watch, he thought it was just another odd heirloom. The brass casing was tarnished, worn from years of use, the hands frozen at 317. His grandfather had always been a man of peculiar habits, so it didn't seem out of place until Nathaniel first wounded. The first time he did it, the world around him seemed to ripple. The room grew quieter. The air thickened. The second hand ticked forward, and Nathaniel felt a sharp tug in his chest. Time, it seemed, had slowed. But it was more than that. He had slowed. His pulse, his breath, his thoughts, they all seemed to drag behind the hands of the watch. At first, it was subtle. A few seconds here and there, where memories felt off. Conversations he'd had, places he'd been. Something was missing, like pages torn from a book. But the more he wounded, the worse it became. One night, he wounded the watch again, this time deeper, more desperately, as it tried to grasp something that was slipping away. He felt the familiar weight of it in his palm, but then, nothing. The world around him stopped, like a film reel frozen in place. And Nathaniel saw it, his past, unfolding like a nightmare. The man who had once been his best friend, smiling at him from an old photograph, was now just a stranger. The dog he'd grown up with, the smell of his mother's perfume, the day his father had taken him fishing, all erased. Panic surged through him as he realized what was happening. He was the one disappearing. The more he wounded the cursed timepiece, the more his life slipped through his fingers like sand. Each tick stole a memory, a piece of who he was. By the time Nathaniel tried to stop, it was too late. The watch had already taken everything, his past, his family, his existence. The watch lay there silent, ticking at 317, and Nathaniel was nowhere to be found.